I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. Tonight's the night. Let's live it up. I got my money. Let's spin it up. Go out and smash it. Like oh my God. Jump out that sofa. Let's get off.
I know that we'll have a ball if we get down and go out and just lose it all. I feel stressed out, I wanna let it go. Let's go way out, spaced out, and losing all control.
Fill up my cup. Mazel tov. Look at her dancing. Just take it off. Let's paint the town. We'll shut it down. Let's burn the roof.
And then we'll do it again.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. And do it. And do it. Let's live it up and do it. And do it. And do it. Do it. Do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. 'Cause I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. I feel tonight's the night. Hey, let's live it up.
Let's live it up.
I got my money. Hey, let's spin it up. Let's spin it up. Go out and smash it.
Smash it.
Like oh my God. Like oh my God. Jump out that sofa. Come on. Let's get off. Fill up my cup.
Drink.
Mazel tov. Look at her dancing.
Move it, move
Just
it.
take it off. Let's paint the town. We'll shut it down. Let's burn the roof.
And then we'll do it again.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. And do it. And do it. Let's live it up and do it. And do it. And do it. Do it. Do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Here we come. Here we go. We gotta rock. Easy come. Easy go. Now we on top. Feel the shot. Body rock. Rock it. Don't stop. Round and round. Up and down. Around the clock. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Friday, Saturday, Saturday to Sunday. Get with us. You know what we say. Party every day. Party every day. And I'm feeling
doing it. And doesn't it feel like we are all amongst friends? Likely because we are. And I'm thrilled to be looking after you all as we come together in celebration. A wedding garden party, a ceremony that joins two absolutely amazing people in love. And before you all, their closest friends and family. I'm Kathy, and this is Jason, and we are your independent celebrants. And I'm really rather excited that I've been chosen to present this fun, happy, ridiculously laugh-a-minute couple to you all. And today is going to be a celebration to remember. He was meant to be walking up with Karen, and Joel was meant to be standing next to John. Joel is ill, everybody. I know. So Terry has stepped in as our best man, and Claire has walked her mum up the aisle. So thank you very much. You can take a seat. Yep. Thank you. So the setting is perfect and the hospitality is excellent. And I have a feeling it's going to get a little bit boozy later, so pace yourselves. We're in for a great day. And thankfully they both finally said yes. And we are here today in this beautiful setting to seal the deal. And I'm sure you will agree it's going to be a very happy day. So, sharing. On the subject of sharing, we want you to all enjoy the ceremony and every magic moment in real time and through your eyes. Feel free to take photos and maybe a few video clips and share them within the people here. But the ceremony is being videoed by this lovely man here. So please, in short, don't go live. Watch it live instead. We are often asked what makes a great wedding. A beautiful and personal venue, well, we've certainly got that right here. Great hospitality and catering, we've got that here, and a bar inside, everybody. A cake, which you will see, which the bride and groom haven't seen yet, Claire's orders. And the cherry on the top of the cake is the magic moments that we'll bring today through our celebration. And of course, it wouldn't mean a thing without you incredible couple here, the most important people, and special guests that you've asked to come and celebrate your day with you. And that's where the magic starts with this ceremony. We'd like to thank you all for being here, and we would also like to thank Denise, Darren, Callum, Ruby, and Colin the Bulldog. We do hope Colin's got his bow tie on. What? Right, go and get the dog. Off. So it's taken us 26 years to get to this point.
Only.
26 years to get to this point. Can I have my prop, please, Mr. Smith? Thank you very much.
There you are, Mr. Smith. Thank you so much.
So, he's not really doing his job today, is he? He's meant to take my book, so. 26 years.
Where's the other 4?
I'm only joking. Okay, we're going to get back to the real thing. Another question that we are asked is what we feel makes a good marriage. Well, that's personal and unique to each and every person, and no two are the same. Think of it as a recipe, a dish that you love to share together, built with the very best ingredients, the right blends and tastes just for you, carefully measured with the occasional sprinkling of hot stuff, just to spice things up a little. And you know it's going to be well worth the investment, and as good as you thought it would be. All of it. All of it. 26 years, all of it. Well, it was never never really a trial run for you two. It wasn't a dress rehearsal. In many ways, you have both lived the main event for quite a few years now. Your relationship together has been built at that right moment, and so has your love. And those closest to you have helped bring you together as a perfect pair and as a family. John and Karen undertook their legal part of their marriage on Thursday, and they wanted to celebrate it a little bit different. So you've got me. Well, you've got us, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Really. So John and Karen met at university as mature students. Mature student. Doesn't say much about the rest of them really, if they were the mature ones, does it? And they have done some absolutely amazing things together. Well, that's what you told me. It's not always been easy, but they've got through it together, laughing with each other and loved each other the whole time. Amongst some of their favourite experiences were their trips to New Orleans, Mississippi, New York, St. John's, Australia, and St. Lucia, to name but a few. And I asked John through our meetings what he felt when he saw Karen for the first time. And he said it was like he had tunnel vision, and he knew that she was the only girl for him. And it was love at first sight. Oh, go on. Oh. And as we're doing things a little bit different, Joel was going to come up and speak now. Terry was going to be at the end, but now Terry is going to come up and speak.
I think we're going to do. I think we do this little speech later. Let's do the ceremony. If I spoil the speech, I don't mind, but don't spoil the ceremony.
Are you going to say rude stuff, Terry? I've been warned that it could be blue.
I'm going to think the glass. You're not going to miss it, people.
Okay. You sure? Okay. So we are here today to celebrate John and Karen's life, love and laughter with them as they finally become husband and wife, Mr. and Mrs., his and hers, Fat Man and Ollie Dolly, Pain in the Bum and Honey Bum, Fluff Eye and Hun. There are many more.
I don't even know what her real name is.
It's Karen.
Oh, yeah.
So we've known Karen and John for some time, and it's a real touch to call you our friends. I'm sure you'd all agree here today. We've spent a lot of time with you over the years, and then as we planned for today, and it's been an incredible joy to get to know you even better. Karen and John are a private pair who share their time together, and they don't broadcast it. And it is their love and commitment to each other and that created their union and the joining of their families. The share of their love and the respect for those that are here today and those that aren't. Life is never as easy as we wish it would be, but Karen and John share absolutely everything. The sweet, the sour, the happy, the sad, with their unwavering loyalty and laughter. I think laughter's the bit here, people. It's all about the laughter. And I'm sure you are looking forward to a life with more time with each other, more barbecue parties and relaxing moments in life together, looking forward to new horizons, pastures new, amazing challenges that you face ahead. Now John is methodical and meticulous, and Karen, well, she likes to wing it and improvise and see how it goes. But it always gets there, and just how it's meant to be. And the truth is, Karen and John love the same things. Well, mostly. And they snigger at the same things, always. And they always find a way to laugh about it and end up with a cuddle. Oink, oink. They laugh, they sing, and they enjoy moments together with some wine or some gin, or both, at the same time, and sometimes with their friends. There was no romantic proposal, it's just not their style. But to plan every detail of this day, for it to look and feel the way it should, really is not done by accident. Everything is where it is meant to be. And if you believe that, you should have been here last night. We love talking to you both about your lives and about the things that meant most to you both about your relationship when you think of each other, the challenges and fears that you have overcome and how you've dealt with them together and shared in the rewards. And I've got a feeling that you are both you're both going to get exactly where you want to go and where you want to be. And whether it's easy or hard, you're going to do it together. And I think you're going to have an awful lot of fun on the way. So, you both had to endure the challenges of working with Mr. and Mrs. Smith over lunch, some coffee, and a little bit of snippety snip. We are their hairdressers as well. Multitasking. The things that I have asked of you, the gin and laughs that we've put you through, the obstacles that you have overcome to get to this point, I believe it's fair to say that we are all here for you too today. So ladies and gentlemen, are you there? Everybody? Okay. You are still with us? Okay. While I've got your attention, it is now your turn to get involved in making a promise of your love and support for this delightful couple. You've danced and goofed around with them for some incredible highs, and you've shared hugs and moving moments during their incredible lows. Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, I have to ask you a question, and if you agree, you only need shout, "We will," in your loudest cheering voice. Don't be shy. Will you? I will. Yeah, she's already there. Will you love, support and share the very best of you with Karen and John?
We will!
And now I'm going to invite Kevin and Wendy up to say their words.
First time I'll let me down, I'll stand by you, Karen, I think. I certainly should be. Girl.
Right, I'm going to take the shoes off. Because I'm actually wrecked here. I'm in high heels. It'll be slightly worse. Okay, so, can't see, I've got the sun on it. A few weeks ago, actually, I'm going to sit down for this because my page is shaking. Look how nervous I am. Okay, so a few weeks ago, after Karen told me that she and John were getting married, I messaged her to ask a few questions. Questions such as, how long have you been together? Where did you meet? Where did he propose? That kind of stuff. And the reason I wanted to know these things was because I was actually going to make them a personalised present for the special day. Unfortunately, I was too busy at work, so that went out the window. And had I not have mentioned it today, Karen and John would never have been any the wiser. However, Karen rang me, oh gosh, last week I think it was, and she asked how Kevin's and my speech was coming along. What? What speech? I asked. Well, it transpired that Karen had remembered my questions and assumed that Kevin and I were putting a speech together. That was a right shock, I can tell you. Not just because we hadn't even thought about doing a speech, but also at the realisation and knowing Karen as we all do, that Kevin and I would actually be able to get a word in for a change. It would be totally uninterrupted by Karen. And she's just got to stand there, mouth closed. Oh my God, really? Is it possible? Good question. Kevin, just to ensure this happens, are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, I have come prepared.
Is that an alibi?
I brought a gag with me.
Yeah, good work.
I know it. You going to be a good girl? Yes. You going to be quiet?
I think so.
Otherwise, I've never heard you, you know. Wendy, you may carry on. I will sit down.
Thank you very much. Now, as it goes, I'm actually going to do this speech alone, although it was supposed to be joint. Kevin never gets to say anything normally, so why change the habit of a lifetime? So, having decided that I should take full advantage of this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity of peace and quiet from Karen, my darling husband has ensured that this will be the case, as you've seen. So get comfortable, because this is going to be a very long speech. And I'm shaking still. Right, okay. So just to fill you in, I first met Karen and John about 4 years ago.
Keep your mic up.
Beg your pardon. I first met Karen and John about 4 years ago. Karen I've known a couple of months longer than I have Kevin. John. Yeah. And I met her when she started at We Make It Happen. She started as a receptionist, and little did we all know what it was that we were going to let ourselves in for. Before Karen was the receptionist, I was actually with the company as the receptionist for a couple of months previous. Thankfully, because I don't do conversations with people, they moved me and got Karen in. Oh dear. Now, as I say, I don't really speak to people on the phone, but she does. I'm lost. Bear with me. So, Karen was like a whirlwind. In no time at all, she was speaking to the clients and the suppliers like she had known them for years. I remember asking her once, she'd been with us probably around about a week, and I said to her, who were you just talking to? They'd been having a conversation on the phone about holidays and cakes and how your house was coming along. And she said, oh, that was John Lawrence. You know, our health and safety chap. He's a lovely man. You must have spoken to him. Well, yes, I had. But only to discuss work stuff. Who the hell was this woman that was answering our phone? Well, Karen brought a whole new way of working into our office, almost to the point of madness. Insanity. Actually, no. It was like working in some sort of pantomime environment. Every day she brought in that bold personality of hers. She was loud. She was very loud. She was bubbly, always there to help us, even if we didn't either want or need it. And I don't think I can ever forgive her for this. I'm sorry. She introduced us to Fat Fridays.
Best Fridays ever.
Oh yes. She turned up with cakes she'd baked the night before. She'd offer to go down to the local Greasy Spoon for bacon sarnies for us all. And she'd bring in chocolate bars, which we'd find quietly put on our desks when we walked through the door. Within less than a month, I'd put on about a stone. But that's Karen, as I said, loud, bubbly. Excuse me, I'm about to choke. but a woman with a very big heart of gold. And we love you. I'm so proud to be able to call you my friend. Okay, enough mushy stuff. I'm done. Hold on, I'm not done. Okay, long shit. A few months later at the company Christmas party, I met her better half, John. Oh crap, sorry, that should have been other half, John. Other half, John. Corrective speaking. Anyway, oh my God, he's quiet, I thought. We quite literally said hello, and that was it. To me, he seemed shy, but polite.
Angelic. You forgot the angelic bit.
And, well, yes, and doesn't he just look angelic? And so not the type of person I was expecting Karen would introduce us to. But wow, was I ever wrong about you.
Oh no.
Yeah.
We've met John on several occasions, having coffee both here at Karen's and at mine. And we'd have dinner out together and dinner here. And as we know, Karen just loves to cook, so it was more dinners here. And we got on really well as a foursome. Just right from the off, they were huge friends. Now, I remember one particular evening when we had actually invited them round for dinner. And it was a lovely warm evening. So after dinner we sat outside drinking, didn't we, John?
You may have had one or two.
And then we had some more drinking, didn't we, John?
Maybe one or two more.
And probably another bottle, yeah?
Quite possibly.
Yes, we did. So after several bottles, it was time for them to go. But first, John needed a wee. So off he popped and left Kevin, Karen and I chatting at a table together. And we were talking away for about 10, 15, possibly even about 20 minutes before we'd actually registered that John hadn't yet come back from the toilet. So we all went inside and Karen called upstairs, "Are you okay?" "Yes," came a little voice from above. "Do you need help?" she shouted. "No, I'm okay," replied John. We stood in the hallway for quite a while, talking for a little bit longer. Must have been a good 5 or 10 more minutes, actually, at least, wouldn't you say? And still, no sign of John. So Karen called up again. "Are you okay, and do you need help?" "No, and yes, please," came the reply. So off she tootled up the stairs to go and help him out of the toilet, where Kevin and I had actually decided he'd probably fallen asleep. Yeah, we were convinced he'd fallen asleep. And then she helped him back down the stairs. I must admit, we couldn't stop laughing because he was as white as sheet. Bless his little son. I've never seen him so quiet. So quiet.
I can't believe we made up such lies about all this.
And did you need the gag? Is this a lie? I think telling by Karen's laughter, you can tell this is all true. Since that night, they've popped in for occasional coffee, but they've not returned for dinner. Well, John hasn't anyway. But there was this one time when Karen came round for one of our girly evenings with the We Make It Happen bunch. A get-together. It had been arranged for me to play host. We used to take it in turns. 1 minute would be Karen's, whoops, the next minute would be one of the other girls. So this time I'd volunteered that it would be helped at mine. So again, after nibbles, we sat outside. Lovely warm evening. And we have a dog, a Rottweiler. Very, very friendly Rommel. Love him to pieces. And Karen and John occasionally sit for us. We bring him round here and he has a whale of a time. Absolutely brilliant. He loves them to the point whereby it's actually, you can tell he doesn't want to come back when we pick him up. He adores them. However, on this one particular occasion that Karen was round, sitting outside, things went slightly awry. There was Karen sat on a chair, drink in one hand, having a chat to the other guests. And Rommel, oh my God. Karen had this gorgeous dress on, and he'd gone up to her when she was sat just like this, talking away, and he cocked his leg over her and peed all over her dress. I was so embarrassed to say this. But Karen, thankfully being Karen, she saw the funny side of it, so nothing to worry about there. But that is Karen, isn't it?
Dress.
Sorry. I never did pay for the dry cleaner. No, I didn't. Too late now. It's gone over 2 years. But that is Karen, isn't it? She's very, very forgiving, and it's John too. They have a wicked sense of humour. They're always there when you need them most. And they complement each other so perfectly. And having asked Karen to marry him on more than one occasion before now, she finally agreed on Thursday to give John the life sentence that he wanted with her. Kevin and I were given the privilege to witness this long-awaited miracle on Thursday, and we were truly honoured and truly touched to be asked. It was a wonderful day. Karen looked absolutely stunning, as I'm sure you'll all agree she does today.
John didn't look bad either.
He didn't look bad, actually. Rather handsome, if I may say. Don't get jealous, husband.
Okay, dear.
So thank you to both of you for asking us to share your special day. As we all know, they're moving on to pastures new. But however long it takes to get there, for us, it's going to be too soon. You are such fantastic friends, two very special, amazingly wonderful, and truly unique people. And we're going to miss you terribly. And we would all like to wish you a lifetime of happiness. Thank you.
We'll just wait for her to put her shoes on. Dana, self-composure, and off she'll go. That was lovely, thank you, thank you. Wow, well that leads us to the most beautiful and personal element of this ceremony. John and Karen have chosen to celebrate their quirky uniqueness and insatiable funny side, and their love for each other by writing their very own promises to each other. And these words they're going to present for us all here. And the feeling and sentiment that supports them is formed of the fabric of their journey to this point and the life that they will share from this day forward. Now John may declare to all of us that in fact he will love, honour and really obey and continue to float her boat. And Karen may let us all into how she intends to achieve this without putting her big foot in it.
Unlikely.
Very unlikely.
Seriously though, this is a much better way than the repeat after me, and it is all about you two and in your own words. So John is going to read his promises to Karen first. Jason's got
Would you
a
like
mic.
a microphone, sir?
Just shout.
I'll just shout, yeah? Okay. My promises to you, gorgeous, are I shall just worship the ground you walk on, say how much I love you every day, and continue to cut myself on your razor sharp wit.
Well done. And Karen, would you like to read your thoughts? Let me hold your... No, just go across. That's it. I'll take that for you.
My promises to you are, I will love you unconditionally.
Put the mic up to you, mate.
Sorry. I will love you unconditionally as I always have done. Tell you I love you every day. Love, laugh, and take the piss, obviously, because you told me so well over the past 26 years.
Okay. Sorry. I just lost my place now. That's it. Thank you. Okay, I know, I've got my boobs in the way. So, may we have the rings, please, sir? You can just stand there. Okay. So Karen and John have chosen their wedding rings together, and these rings act as an infinitive symbol of their love, their security, and their commitment to each other, and worn with pride as a mark of their strength and their support, and they share that with each other. John, would you like to take Karen's ring and place it on Karen's third finger of her left hand? And as you do you take Karen to be your wife? Do you promise to stand by Karen in good times and bad, to have faith in her and encourage her, even if she doesn't stop putting her foot in it? Do you promise to make her laugh and always be her best friend and her love for the rest of your lives together?
I do.
Hey, that bit's you wait, just do two, wait, just do two, wait. Karen, if you want to take John's ring. And Karen, as you place the ring on the third finger of John's left hand, do you take John to be your husband? Do you promise to stand by John in good times and bad, to have faith in him and encourage him, even in his retirement, when you've got to spend more time together?
Can't wait.
Do you promise to always laugh at his jokes, to be his love and his best friend for the rest of your lives together?
Of course I do.
He said he'd give you the fiver later. All right, 20. Individually, these rings represent the love, the strength and the support that you give and receive from each other. And together they form the very heart and soul of this incredible partnership that you have. The fun that you will have at the moments of your life, and you will continue to enjoy those together. John and Karen, you have made your promises to each other and sealed the deal with the exchanging of the rings. Karen, you've waited a long time for this garden party, and it took a wedding to put the icing on the cake. Mr. and Mrs. Ballum, you are now married. In the eyes of your friends and your family, may I invite you to a public display as husband and wife for your audience to view. Have a kiss. Is that it?
Hi everybody.
Okay, if you could just hold hands for me. Karen and John, you've done it. You've got wed in a most spectacular style in front of the people who care about you the most, and in the comfort of your beautiful home. And it doesn't get much more personal than that. What are you doing? There is little left for us to do here today. As, what?
We saw that we looked at Lila.
There is little less for us to do today, don't put me off there. As the rest is up to you, there is just one more thing I must ask of you. In a few moments, we will go over and we will sign a certificate, which you are all willing, you're all happy to come down and take photos. They are going to be the other side of the table, so if you come down this side for photos. Karen and John, we've had a belter of a time, and you simply are an amazing couple. Natural, warm and generous, and really rather funny. You are unique, one of a kind, and we wish you have a long, loving and travel happy life together. Oh, one last thing, I nearly forgot. In a moment I will play you from here into the arms of your friends and family, And as we give you a cheer and enjoy the booze, food and the magic that the day has to offer, and of course the overwhelming and intoxicating pleasure of your company. But before we do, we have a question for you two. And you only need shout, we will, if you both agree. Karen and John, will you be our wonderful wedded host for the most and give us permission to get this wedding garden party started?
We will.
Hey! Anyone else want a photo?
It's been a while, but I'll bring
No. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you all Mr. and Mrs. Ballum with their first sip, not slip, into married life together. Cheers.
Denying every tear. Wish this will be over, but I know that I still need you. You say I'm crazy. So unattainable. Sadly, I know why. Heart is you don't think I know you.
She's been living in her uptown world. I bet
Party rock is in the house tonight. Everybody just have a good time. Yeah. And we gon' make you lose your mind. Woo. Everybody just have a good time. Party rock is in the house tonight. Oh. Everybody just have a good time. I can feel this, and we gon' make you lose your mind. Yeah. We just wanna see you
shake that.
in the club, party rock. Looking for your girl, she on my jock. Now stop when we in the spot. Booty moving weight like she on the block. With a drink, I got to know. Tight jeans, tattoo, cause I'm rock, raw. Half black, half white, diamond now. Gang of money, open up.
Yo, I'm running through these halls like Drano. I got that devilish flow, rock and roll, no halo. We party rock. Yeah, that's the crew that I'm repping on a rise to the top. No lead in our Zeppelin. Hey,
party rock is in the house tonight. Woo! Everybody just have a good time.
Yeah,
and we gon' make you lose your mind. Everybody just have a good time.
let's go.
Party rock is in the house tonight. Everybody just have a good time.
Feel it,
And
man.
we gon' make you lose your mind. We just wanna see you
Shake that.
every day. I'm shuffling. Shuffling. Shuffling.
Step up fast and be the first girl to make me throw this cash. We get mine, don't be mad, now stop. Hating is bad. One more shot for us, another round. Please fill up my cup, don't mess around. We just want to see you shaking that. Now you home with me. You're naked now.
Get up, get down, put your hands up to the sound. Get up, get down, put your hands up to the sound. Get up, get down, put your hands up to the sound. Put your hands up to the sound. Put your hands up to the
Let's go.
sound. Get up, 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 get up. Put your hands up to the sound, to the sound. Put your hands up, put your hands up, put your hands up, put your hands up.
Party rock is in the house tonight. Everybody just have a good time. And we gon' make you lose your mind. Everybody just have a good time.
Put your hands up.
I can feel it, man.
Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Shake that.
Every day I'm shuffling.
Put your, put your. Put your, put your.
Yeah.
Put your, put your. Put your, put your. Your hands up. Your hands up. Put your hands up.
Every day I'm shuffling.